Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video here on Marvel Strike Force. And boy, oh boy, we have the second blog here of the week that we're going to be discussing and talking and reacting live. Like, I have not read it yet, but we're going to go through it together. And you're going to get my thoughts on this and the direction of the game going forward, because we've been talking about that, I think, over the last few days, and how things are just not looking good for free to play players. And I think we can all agree on that, especially for those of us in that bracket, and why character releases and unlocks are going to be worse and worse, or at least following the same path as it is now with Orcus, which is not good. So the expectation that, it's going to take over a month for the majority of the characters to be unlocked free to play with the slow drip mechanism, right? Which we're having right now this week, the Sentinel, that we can expect maybe about anywhere from 12 to 20 shards. I think there's going to be like this Thanos Blitz thing on the weekend, which is going to also have Sentinel shards in it. I don't know 100%, but I believe that we're looking at like a 5-week at least unlock free to play this slow drip mechanism. And if you want to go faster, then you need to ante up the power cores, which is going to be a topic of another conversation probably on the weekend when I break down the math on power cores monthly and all that to get you guys properly prepared for Nimrod. So, but let's get to the blog. So if you're ready to go, let's boil this down. Okay, so we have this. We have the future of character release events PDF, unlocking new characters. Can we zoom? No, let's zoom in there. Okay, so unlocking new characters during the 6-year history of Marvel Strike Force, we've released non-legendary / mythic characters in a number of different ways: event campaigns, blitz, web milestones, scourges, and most recently the month-longs. I guess I want to commend Scopely for keeping me with a job during my heavy event video periods, and especially, with that's what people largely knew me for, was event videos, and I guess these kept my numbers up. Was the complication of unlocks and events, but anyways, we're always trying to find fun and engaging new ways for our players to get the newest characters, while also making sure, no matter your playstyle, you can obtain the characters you want. Some of these methods have been more successful than others, and we thank the community for making their voice heard, their invaluable feedback over the years as we've iterated. I'm going to leave my thoughts on this one until a little bit later. So what does all this mean? We're updating our character release method for traditional characters, not mythic or epic or legendary. So that's just standard characters. Our core goal is to ensure that you unlock new characters in an engaging way through daily play. Now, they just should be blunt about it. They're going to be using fancy language to basically tell us that we're getting effed, right? That no longer is it going to be a one-time event unlock. It's going to be like slow drip, right? We believe our new approach will achieve that. And I guess that is, right, daily play. It is like the slow drip. Right now I'm getting 2 shards of Sentinel through these orbs on Tolerance's Extinction. Like I'm getting like, I don't know, I got a lot in the beginning, and then now I'm getting like orbs every day, but it's like 1 shard or 2 shards, right? I think it's stupid, but hey, let's carry on. You will be able to earn new characters through engagement by earning meaningful rewards for playing every day. And I guess that's what we're getting with the arena rewards, right? Not to just jump back to that, but at least for now, we're still getting these Thanos orbs. But the drop rates are garbage, right? I think we can all agree on that. Like it's just slot machine lucky to play. And I'm going to keep using that term lucky to play, because I think we're going to be using that quite a lot going forward. Rest assured, anyone on day 1 has a chance to get the new character. Sure, you sure do. If you're lucky to play and you get the jackpot on those orbs or whatever it happens to be, even the Sentinel orbs have a jackpot, right? I saw someone in my alt alliance get the jackpot, and I was so mad for them for getting that. There will be multiple ways to unlock a character throughout the month. So this is already outlining that a character is going to take about a month to unlock a character, primarily through engagement. We are also still committed to our character release cadence of getting characters to 7-star in 6 months. So I suppose it sounds like they are not breaking with the 4-month period of farmability. It would appear, because otherwise you're not going to get that, right? So I guess that's one positive thing here from all of this. Phase 1, path to new characters. As you've already seen from our new recent blog regarding the Orcus team, we're calling our new release format Path 2. They also did this with, I think they did it with Annihilators, like Path to Annihilators. Path 2 events are phase 1 of the character release, where all players are encouraged to initially unlock a new character by engaging with the game throughout the entire week. You can consider this a release event. So is it just 1 week? But is this the only week that we're getting the Sentinel Orbs then from Tolerance of Extinction? This is the phase 1? Good God, so that's like 20 shards. However, this may not always come in the shape of the milestones you are familiar with. Each Path 2 event releases a character you obtain through daily engagement in various game modes, occasionally some surprises. Players earn new character shards from these throughout phase 1, which will add up to unlocking the new character during phase 1 or phase 2. Well, from what I'm seeing about the Sentinel shards, we are not unlocking in phase 1, it would appear, unless that's not done. We want phase 1 to feel like you're continually making progress towards unlocking the new characters. Phase 2, power-up opportunities, is composed of various power-up moments. I don't like the way that they use moments. These opportunities may overlap with phase 1 or follow the conclusion of phase 1. Path 2, unlocking a character. Shards for the characters of the new team will still be made available in other ways, whether through events, a battle pass, or strike pass, a milestone, etc. Details will vary. Keep an eye on the blogs. Phase 2 is a great way to finish unlocking a character or powering one up further. I guess this part would be like through the passes, but this is just like a fanciful way to say that they're fucking us and they need, and that it's going to be slow, right? It's not going to be like what it was before where we were waiting for the character unlock event and then we get it within a week. Now it's just this slow ass drip. That sounded bad. Anyways, we're moving on. Additional character accessibility. In addition to the phase 1 and phase 2 efforts, will ensure at least one character within 30 days after the character's initial launch will be made even more accessible through engagement. One character within 30 days after the character's initial launch. So that's basically Gladiator now, this week. For now, this will likely come in the form of character shards in a milestone. So Gladiator, okay. So one character within 30 days. Are they saying one character per team? However, we will continue to experiment and find new fun and engaging ways. So it's the language. Like, they're trying to butter it up and make it sound better, but it's just not. It really is not. Looking ahead, we'll be monitoring the Path 2 events closely throughout the Orcus release and beyond. Our team will also be trying new methods of releasing character shards along the way. We will endeavor to provide details and information on these upcoming releases, always via the official blog. And thank you for your continued support. Blah, 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 blah. Eat shit. That's basically what they're telling us. Okay, so this is probably the more important thing, is that, like, I don't know what one character, like, to me this sounds like one character on a new team, like one character per patch, basically, that they're going to make more accessible, right? Or there's going to be more shards. You know, there was 100 shards for Gladiator, so he's that, like, one character, right? And now, is it going to be the first character of every team? I don't know. Is it going to be Sentinel? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that are kind of still made unclear, but there's one thing that we do know for sure, based on what we've seen in the blog, and just the writing on the wall, is that they no longer do they want us to get characters within a reasonable time frame. And this is extremely evident in the Sentinel Orbs. And I think I have some, actually, for us to open. Pretty sure I got 2. Yeah, I claimed 2 earlier today. So I just want to show you this, right? There's one shard, and this is bullshit, honestly, the stuff on the side. They say it's like for new players, but if they really cared about the new players, they would be chucking this at us like 10 apiece. You know, like the Illuminati orbs were with Hank, Pam, and Shuri. Like, you got so many of the other characters, and this one raid energy is super insulting. So, like, this is some of the worst stuff imaginable. Like 98.4%. It's exhausting. Oh, hey, I got a cipher. But it's just like, okay, so I did get 100 shards. I cored for Sentinel, by the way, on my main account, and there's going to be a video for Orcus Tech raid stuff later on today, I think, as well. But this is just flat out garbage, right? Like, I'm expecting to get about 12 shards for Sentinel, plus whatever might happen on the weekend, which probably is not going to be a lot, let's be honest. And that's phase 1? Or is phase 1 not over? Like, that's where it just... This is going to come down to using your power cores. I think I more or less tried to make this clear throughout the week and last week when we were discussing things like that. Like I guess phase 1 is this, but it's 60 days. So, like, I don't know, you know, like, where else are we? If this is not phase one, like how long is phase one for Sentinel? Like because like now we're probably not going to get all the way down here, but realistically though, I mean I I'm lost. I'm lost, guys. It's not that okay, I'm not lost, but like why are they doing this? Why are they doing this to us? Like they are going to drive players away in this gotcha style new direction. And this is where I want to touch on it a little bit because this game is not a gotcha game. It's not a pure gotcha game. For those of you who are familiar with those types of games and have played them, most characters that you unlock via the gotcha system are independently usable. And what I mean by that is if, for example, I unlock Sentinel, he would be plug and play. Most gotcha characters in gotcha games are plug and play usable, means that they do not require the unlock or usage of other characters to use them. And that's not the case in Marvel Strike Force, which is a team-based game. So just because I unlock Sentinel does not mean that I suddenly can do a whole lot of things on my own. Some characters are like that. There are some pretty OP characters like Black Knight and such. But like for the most part, it's a team-based game. And so it's not as simple as me just unlocking Sentinel. I need to go and then unlock Nimrod. And then maybe I need to go. I say maybe because I think that Nimrod and Sentinel are the better ones. But nonetheless, like you kind of need the team to do stuff, right? By and large. And so it's not as simple as just unlocking one character and then you're good to go. You got to unlock like 3, maybe 4 new characters, depending on how many are on a new team for it to function. And so that's why I don't think they understand the gravity of what they're doing to the game and why turning this into a gotcha game doesn't quite work for this style of genre, in my opinion, because it's not functionable until you have the entire team together. They have a maybe they'll continue to learn lessons, maybe they won't. I'm concerned for the people who, the free to play and light spenders, even the people who buy passes, because they're not going to really benefit from this anytime soon. Because if characters go into passes, it's probably going to be over a month. Because I could bring up you guys have probably seen my character spreadsheet. I added a new column actually for the strike pass, and where we currently sit right now, this is Gladiator down here, by the way. Like when he's going to get his pass. Actually, this is strike pass. I've estimated at 16th of September. I apologize for the small font there. So 16th of September for Gladiator is when I kind of posit that it's going to happen, which is going to be after Hank Pym. That's just assumed. We don't know if that's going to happen yet. Which would be approximately. We're September 5th, so it's going to be 41 days after release that Gladiator gets a strike pass. And actually, if it continues that way with Gore and Thanos, it's going to be longer because it's 14 days, and Ares is like stuck in the battle pass for quite some time, so they can't even alternate between the two. So the strike pass, we're looking at anywhere from 40 to 60 days for new characters to enter there. And they're saying, by their own admission with the blog post, they're not even guaranteeing that phase 1 is going to lead to an unlock. So all of this is just super concerning with how long it's going to take for new player, or sorry, not new players, free to play and light spenders to unlock new characters. And I know, because I've seen the comments on my videos, on the previous videos, that there are spenders out there that are okay with this. But let me tell you straight up that this is not okay, and it's going to drive people away. I think the player base is going to shrink as a result of this once it kind of gets into people's heads that this is the direction that the game is going. I do not think it's good. I do not think it's healthy. But maybe I'm alone on this one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And of course, until next time, stay safe and healthy. Keep your mental sanity at this point. That's what mental health is important. So don't go and start, blowing a lot of money on this game because you think it's going to improve your chances. Because at the end of the day, this game is a massive slot machine, and that seems to be the direction that they're headed. Boilon signing out.